Moms, dads, as parents, we want kids to get excited about learning, especially with the subjects that can be pretty challenging at times, such as science. Well, there's a program that aims to do that, and a very famous face is behind it. Scientist Bill Nye joins us this afternoon along with students Pallavi Bave and Joyce Tian, who are part of the winning team in the Exploravision Science Competition. Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
Now, I want to start off with you, Bill. First of all, tell us, what is the Exploravision program?
So you and your teammates have to come up with an idea for an invention that you think will come into existence in the next 20 years. And then you had to write a website, you had to create a website, you did a bunch of research.
So the first one, we had to write an 11-page paper, and then after we found out that we were the regional winners, then we had to create a website and a prototype.
So, Bill, I want to ask you, how interested in science are young people today?
Well, look at these two. You guys like science, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, so it depends on the person, but science is all the rage right now, at least in principle. We'll see what happens when these people are graduated and become captains of industry and so on. But, you know, we have a society that is increasingly dependent on technology. We're talking on television right now. We're recording this. We're broadcasting this around North America by satellite. All this stuff depends on our understanding of science. And so we need as many young people as possible engaged in the process of science. So we had about 5,000 teams this year, about 16,000 students. So over the last, I've been involved 13 years.
Wow.
But over the last 20 years, you're talking about 300,000, you know, on the way to 500,000 students who have been involved in this. It's great.
Now let's get to this invention that Pallavi and Joyce came up with. Tell us a little bit about it. What was the invention and how did you come up with it?
Well, the food allergen detector is a device, or it would be a device, that would detect an allergen in a food sample. It would use the concept of Raman spectroscopy. Each item has its own Raman spectrum, which is like a unique fingerprint. So the food allergen detector would contain Raman spectrums for 50 common food allergens that would be used to compare to the allergens in the food sample.
What inspired you to come up with this?
Well, this was actually before the competition even started, and Pallavi's family was sitting down for dinner, and her mom's side of the family had issues with like food allergies and such, and so she was thinking that it would be great to just have a device that could tell you if the allergen was in the food or not, because sometimes it's kind of unsure, because like even in restaurants they may tell you that it doesn't have like the allergen that you do have, but it sometimes even does, and that can be a problem.
And I'm sure it's going to be very useful someday. Bill,
What year are you guys?
8th.
You're in 8th grade. What were you doing in 8th grade?
Yeah, well, I certainly wasn't coming up with those kinds of inventions. And that leads to the next question, Bill. Do you think that this project could someday be an invention that many of us use every day?
Yeah, actually, I think this one has got a lot of potential. It uses visible light.
No, we use an invisible ultraviolet light.
Ultraviolet, uses ultraviolet. This technology is quite reasonable. It's really a cool idea. But this is just one example. It's really the process that I, as an educator, am excited about. You guys figured out how to do this. You identified a problem and probably solved it, right?
Yeah, well, theoretically.
So how could students here on Delmarva get involved in a program like this?
So check out exploravision.org. It's judged by the National Science Teachers Association. It's sponsored by Toshiba. Toshiba needs engineers. They're a big technical company. In order to get engineers in the pipeline, as we say, you got to get people engaged when they're in school. And that's what Exploravision does. It's great. And these ladies did a fantastic job.
They sure did. Bill, thank you so much. Pallavi and Joyce, congratulations. I look forward to hearing great things from you in the future. And if you would like more information on what Bill and the students discussed, you can go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the Show tab.
Well, Lisa, speaking of programs that prove to be beneficial for kids, Destination Imagination is an extracurricular activity that challenges students to solve problems. And the way they solve those problems is by using their own creativity. And joining me now are team managers, Rana Bievenauer and Dawn Bonenberger. So thank you both for being here today. So Rana, we want to start with you. Tell us a little bit more about Destination Imagination.
Well, it's available for students from pre-K all the way up to college. And they're broken down into 6 different challenges. They have a technical challenge, a scientific challenge, a fine arts, an improvisational, a structural, and a service learning challenge. And then each of those also have to compete in an instant challenge.
So a lot of different things that they need to be able to do. And Dawn, what are the benefits to the kids of taking part in this program?
There are so many benefits. Public speaking, they improve their research skills, they work cooperatively together as a team. Lots of things that not necessarily are taught in school, but are things that they can learn to do outside of school.
And just thinking on your feet and all
Thinking on
that
your
is
feet.
great practice. Now, Rana, the dynamic Peeps of Bennett High School just competed in a challenge. Tell us about the challenge and what the outcome was.
Well, their challenge was the improvisational one, and it was called Change in Reality, which they have to use t-shirts for this challenge.
Right.
We traveled to the University of Tennessee, and they placed 3rd among 71 teams from around the world.
Wow.
We competed against like British Columbia and South Korea, and it's the 2nd year they've come in 3rd in this challenge.
Wow, obviously great for them. Now, Dawn, another Bennett team, the Delinquents, also competed. Tell us a little bit about them.
Yes, the Delinquents, actually 5 of our Peeps are on the Delinquent team. They have gone to Globals 4 years in a row. They competed against 66 other teams, and they came in 9th place as well.
All right, so obviously very beneficial. Now, Rana, the kids are actually going to perform for us today. Set up the performance so people know what we're going into.
I will try. It's an improv challenge, and they have to do a communication technique. So their communication technique is news show, and their dramatic change would be there is no longer any deodorant in the world. And then they also get 3 nouns, which they have to incorporate in a minute into a slogan. And the 3 nouns they have are pumpkin, pants, and chicken.
All right, very good. I would not be able to do this, but we're going to see what they do. Guys, take it away.
All right, guys, get ready for our new show. We have our anchor and our co-anchor, right? We're ready in 5, 4.
Hello, Peeps High School, and welcome to the Peep Show!
Not that kind of Peep Show.
Sorry.
Today for lunch we are having pizza with a side of corn.
And remember not to take E-Wing, it is closed today.
Breaking news! Oh my gosh, there's no more deodorant. That means I can't go to prom with Logan because he's a football player and he's gonna smell. What am I gonna do?
Cut the new show, guys. Cut it.
What? Is that Indian curry I smell?
Yes, I do smell like Indian curry. It is my natural scent.
That is my favorite smell.
I don't need any deodorant.
Ooh.
Do you like my turban?
Yeah?
Do you like my pants?
Uh-huh.
Well, Pumpkin, since you like my turban and you like my pants, why don't you go to prom with me instead of that chicken, Logan? So, will you go to
P.
M
Prom.
with me?
Sure, yeah, let's go.
Yes. Let's get on my donkey-powered rickshaw and let's go to prom. 1, 2, 3, go! Whew. Oh, my curry smell. It gets them every time.
All right, nice job, guys. And if you'd like more information on Destination Imagination, just go to delmarvalife.com and click on the Show tab. Well, we're just about 2 weeks away from the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival. We'll get an early performance from one of the many entertainers, Dr. Harmonica. Plus, find out how you can attend the event, and it won't cost you a dime. Delmarva Life will be right back.